I'm speaking to you as an adult, having gone through quite a lot of challenges, I'd have to say.
Out goes Schumacher! Damon Hill only has to keep going to be world champion, but can he keep going?
It's not going to be always a bowl of cherries.
He knows in his heart of hearts that it is all over.
But there's going to be a lot of rewards along the way.
And the crowd roars, and he wins the British Grand Prix!
My advice to you is to not worry too much. I think it was Einstein who said, don't worry about the future, it comes soon enough. If you're 8 years old and you want to be a Formula One racing driver, which I know you didn't, because at 8 years old you didn't want to be a racing driver, you didn't know what you wanted to do at all. You probably were thinking about other things, music, I know that. You knew your dad was a racing driver. Maybe you wanted to be a bit like him, but you're a bit scared of the dangers because a lot of his mates were getting killed. It would have been better if you had got a go-kart. I know you had a motorbike when you were 11 years old, but that was great for bike racing. But if you wanted to be a successful racing driver, you needed to be in a kart. Trying to learn about other things in life helps. And also socialise a bit more. You didn't socialise very much. You were a bit too introverted. Don't be too scared of girls. No good just staring. You've got to actually go up and say, hello, my name's Damon. That's what you should do. Eventually, after a lot of struggle, you are going to make it to Formula One, but you'll have got married in that time, you'll have become a dad, and your son will be born with Down syndrome. And that's going to be a bit of a surprise, but you're going to love Ollie, and you're going to have another son and some more children as well. But before then, because of your abilities and your hard work, you're going to get the opportunity of a lifetime to join the Williams Formula One team. But the catch is, you're going to have to race alongside some of the greatest names that are around Formula One. Alain Prost, Ayrton Senna, Nigel Mansell. And you're going to have to race against the most successful racing driver of all time. Good luck.
And now Damon says, I'm with you, Michael. And Damon is pushing, pushing, pushing.
Well, however good those guys are, they're all human. Be yourself. Do it your way. Insist on getting what you need to do your job properly. That's what they do, and you're entitled to do the same. Don't get pushed around. Don't let Jack Villeneuve steal your chicken. Now, Formula One is full of ups and downs. It's a bit of a crazy world. It's a bit intense at times, but you'll go back home and you'll be able to put the bins out, give your wife a kiss and a cuddle, and go and see your children. And then on Monday you can take them to school, and then you can go and pick them up, and you can walk the dogs and do all the things that normal people do. And that is going to be such a comfort and a reassurance, because there's some sort of certainty about that which will counterbalance all the turmoil of the other life, which is your professional life as a racing driver. There are dark times, there are difficult times. We can't carry on being children forever. We have to deal with life as it is. Sometimes it will shock you, sometimes it will hit you where it hurts, and you have to grieve for that. You have to allow yourself to feel what is appropriate, and you need to give yourself time to feel those things, because you can't just pretend you're not affected. It doesn't work. Life is very scary if we think of all the things that can happen, but it is not just that. It's not one thing or another. It all balances out eventually in some curious way. You're going to carry your dad's crash helmet design and carry that proudly. Maybe there's a little bit of the resurrection in that. There's lots of your dad's fans and friends around the world who will be delighted to see you succeed because of it. I know you hate people saying you're brilliant and they like you, and you wince when anybody says, would you stand up in front of people and talk to them and be admired and stuff, but you're going to have to deal with it and give people back as much of the praise and admiration that you've received, because it's a very generous thing to do, to praise someone. Don't be embarrassed, you've worked hard for it.
Damon Hill wins the Japanese Grand Prix. He is yards away from the finish. What an unbelievable race.
Right, so I know you know what it's like to win, but it's a different thing when you're in Formula One and you've got a chance to win a world championship, but you're going to do it. And you're going to cross the line and it's going to feel a little bit odd. At first you'll think, okay, what's all the fuss about? Because everyone will want to talk to you and you'll be so tired and buzzed up because you won, but you won't have had time to reflect on it. But you wait. After a few years, you're going to be very, very grateful for having dedicated yourself and done all the hard work, because you can't go back and do it again. I'm going to have to stop now because I'm going to get a lump in my throat. That was a quote.
Damon Hill exits the chicane and wins the Japanese Grand Prix. And I've got to stop because I've got a lump in my throat.